Hey everybody, just quickly before we start the video, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who sent in questions. For us, we tried to take the most commonly asked questions and put them in the video. If for some reason you asked a question and I didn't answer it on this video, please just send it to me again and I promise I will answer it personally for you. We're going to split this video up into maybe 2 videos. This will be part 1, there'll be a part 2, maybe there'll be a part 3, we'll see. Levanson and I did not look at each other's answers, so the first time that we even hear the answers to these questions ourselves will be in the video. The other thing is, please, you see me doing a little bit of itching and scratching, Levanson too. It's rainy season, so we had a few bugs out. Also, we just got back from Panama and we got more than our share of bug bites. So please excuse that in the video. And Lily will be doing a little bit of barking at the beginning. Louise is at the window. The dogs and cats do not like each other, but trust me, it goes away. It's not going to be through the whole video. I think that's just about it, besides the fact that I want to thank everyone who has been following us on the blog. I really appreciate it. I've got more followers than I ever thought possible. So let's get on with the video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Dive right into answering the questions for you today. These are the top questions that I've received on my blog and on my Facebook page, coming from people who are thinking about moving here or have recently retired here or traveling or whatever. So we're going to start in. The first question that we get a lot is, why did we decide to move to Costa Rica? You want to take it first?
Okay. Before we really understood in depth the nature of Costa Rica, our first reason for coming was because it was an affordable place to retire. After being here for a while, I would say to you that the quality of life here, the essence of that quality of life, is much more desirable than what I experienced in the United States.
True. And another reason for me was the political situation that's going on within the U.S. right now. I wasn't real happy with what was going on politically. The other thing is, I've done a little bit of traveling and I've always wanted to live outside of the U.S. to experience cultures from other countries. And so I thought it would be really interesting to retire outside of the U.S. We did a lot of research on different countries, affordable countries to retire, and Costa Rica kept coming up on the list as one of the most affordable countries. So after doing some research, we decided we would check it out. And the other thing is, the no army. Costa Rica abolished its army in 1949, and that was really a plus for me as far as trying to figure out exactly which country I would want to live in.
Well, that's more than what I had to say.
Okay.
Hope that answers it.
Okay, the next question we had was, if you could find another lovely home, would you live closer to town or better transportation?
I wouldn't live closer to town because of the way things are arranged here. Specifically, I'm referring to weather. All over Costa Rica there are microclimates. The same applies to the area that we live around Gracia. We live on the ridges, and the weather on the ridges is much more temperate the higher the elevation goes. In fact, if you get high enough, it's not temperate, it's cold. But the elevation that we live at is perfect as far as I'm concerned, and getting closer to town would make it warmer and potentially more humid. So I'm quite happy with where we're at. I'm quite happy with the house that we're in. If I had a little better transportation on the buses or whatever, that would be about the only thing I'd want to change.
Yeah, I think the same thing, except I think if I was going to limit living in Costa Rica to living in Gracia, I would not want to live closer to town. I would, however, be open to a different house as long as it had some of the qualifications that I would be interested in. For instance, I would still like to have a view, I would like to have a patio, I would like the house to be gated, have hot water, things of that nature. So if I found another house on another ridge, someplace else comparable in Gracia, I would be willing to take a look at that. Now, if we were talking about living outside of Gracia, that's a whole different story because it would depend on where it was. I would still have the same qualifications, and I would just have to look at it. Take each, what am I trying to say?
Consideration.
Yeah, each consideration, one by one, and kind of like look at the pros and the cons. As far as transportation goes, as long as we don't have a car, anywhere that we live is going to have to be close to the bus.
Right.
Let's see, next. Oh, we get a lot of questions about citizenship. People want to know if we're citizens, and I wanted to just say in the beginning that I think that there is a little bit of confusion between citizenship and residency. And when you come to Costa Rica, the first thing that you'll be able to obtain when you're here is going to be temporary residency. And with temporary residency, you can move to permanent residency. And then if you wanted to, you could move to citizenship. But personally for myself, I don't see that there are any benefits to, at this particular time, to having citizenship here. But I just wanted to let you know that when people come here, really they're not trying to be citizens, they're just trying to be residents so that they don't have to leave the country and can participate in the healthcare.
Well said. Enough said.
Okay. Another question. Did you bring all of your stuff?
Well, we brought enough stuff to make our stay comfortable, and until we decide if we want to stay as residents. That was the first round of things.
On the subject of bringing our stuff, I agree. We brought a lot of stuff down the first time we came. We brought down, about 8 suitcases with us the first time that we came. And then we shipped a couple boxes. And I have another 4 boxes.
Right.
I think back in the States. And you have 3 boxes?
Right.
And we'll probably ship those down, and then after that, I think that's going to be the end of it. And I think we had about another 6 or 8 suitcases when we came back in June. Let's see, next question. Oh, can you recommend a reputable shipping agent? And this particular person said they have 1 or 2 wardrobe-sized boxes to ship, and they wanted to know if we have anybody to recommend for shipping.
Well, the company that we use, which was recommended to us by someone who is actually from Costa Rica and lives internationally, the name of the company is called Expats. Since I've gotten here, I've learned that there are many different options for shipping things to Costa Rica, primarily depending upon how much you want to ship. If you're trying to ship a whole household, or you're trying to ship a car, or you're trying to ship, whatever it is, there may be different options. But for someone in this specific case, I think Vaquero is probably the best choice.
Yeah, I think